All of the women in my family die at age 27. I turned 28 in 2 hours and 32 minutes. My dad always wanted a son. Instead, he got 3 daughters and he hated us all. But he hated me most because I was the last child my mother had before she died. He tried to beat the hatred of my own gender into me. "Quit your crying," he'd snap, "or you'll end up like your sniveling bitch of a mother." I grew up a tomboy, a constant reminder what he never got. He was shot, but I think he hated that even more. My mother died when she was only 27, when I was just 4. The coroner ruled it a natural passing, a weird heart complication. But my dad, he said it was because of a curse. "Every woman in her damn family, they die when they're 27, he'd sputter, reeking of stale beer. I didn't believe him, not until I lost both of my sisters. Moira was found murdered, her face practically blasted off by a shooter while she was on a jog. Joy took her own life only days later. I found her hanging in her apartment, swinging from the rafters. She'd been there all night. It's hard to live a normal life when you know you have an expiration date. My 25th birthday was dreadful, 26 worse, and 27 unimaginable. I became a recluse. Windows shuttered, extra locks on the door. I covered my mail slot and stuffed a towel under the door. I didn't want anything from the outside world getting in. I didn't make long-term plans or forge relationships. I just stocked up on preserved foods and waited. This was supposed to be the last year of my life. The night before my 27th birthday, I started getting strange calls from a blocked number. I let it ring. It called at least once a day for the entire year. Then the knocking started. Once a week at first, but it got worse. More frequent, more frantic. It drove me mad, but I was too terrified to open the door. Now it's my birthday. I turned 28 in just 2 hours. My time has run out. I searched for comfort in a bottle of liquor, but I didn't find it. Fell into a restless sleep, one eye always open. That's why I was quick to wake when the door to my bedroom creaked open early in the morning. I shot up in bed, glancing around in a panic. At first, I saw nothing. Then I saw them. 2 dark figures stood behind the half-open door. Unmoving, watching. I flipped on my bedside lamp to stun the intruders and reached for the knife I duct-taped under the table a year ago. A birthday gift to myself. But as the light flooded the room, I knew the blade would be of no use. My intruders were not assassins. They were my sisters. Joy stood at the foot of my bed, pale, in the same black dress I'd found her dead in, her neck grotesquely bent from her hanging. Moira was a few steps behind her. I stared at them, frozen. They weren't here to kill me. They had been trying to save me from something else. The knocking, the calls, the frantic pounding. It wasn't a threat. It was them trying to warn me, trying to stop me from making the same mistake they did. I realized then that the curse wasn't just about dying. It was about living in fear, hiding from the world, waiting for an end that might never come. The real horror wasn't dying young. It was wasting what little time you have. My mother died young, but she lived. I locked myself away and did nothing but hide. My sisters stood there, their faces full of sorrow. They couldn't speak, but I knew. They were telling me to let go, to open the door. I finally understood. I wasn't going to die at 27. I had been given a second chance, a chance to actually live the life I was so afraid to lose.